Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another brutally honest review on a newly launched product. Now this is not only a newly launched product, but it's also a newly launched brand. It's the brand Wearified by Aanam Chashmawala. Now I'm super duper excited to tell you all my thoughts about this product because I have been following Aanam since a very long time, almost since her initial days, and I can only feel so proud. I genuinely am feeling proud for Aanam, for starting this brand Wearified. And I just have no words and I just wish her all the best. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, then hi, I'm Sania and I make beauty, lifestyle, fashion and mommy related videos. And do follow me on Instagram. My handle will be on the screen. And without further ado, let's get started. Just jump right in. This is what the beautiful product looks like. It's like a golden colored bullet lipstick with the name Wearified written in black here, if you can see it. And this is what the unicarton looks like with the branding here and the W, which also looks like a very beautiful heart. So I think that's really cute. I love the details, the way she has designed, very simplistic yet very classy. Now, when you open this product, even though I watched her launch video, I was like struggling to open the product and I was wondering why it wasn't opening. It actually opens like this. So you basically open it like you would open the cap of a bottle. Now, the reason why she's done this is because of differently able people who, maybe would find it difficult to open it like that. So this is how, it opens. And I just love the ideology behind the packaging, the product, and there's so much of thought that has gone into the product. You can make out this is not just any standard lipstick which she has put her, slapped her name on it and said, hala chalo abhi everyone buy my product. There's so much of research gone into it. Do watch her introduction video to the product. Maybe you would get a little more insight into the ideology of the brand and the entire journey and how she came up with the products, the formula and everything, though I will also be giving you my honest thoughts. Now coming to the outer packaging, it's this kind of like matte packaging, okay, with the Wearified logo and the monogram right here. When you open it, it's like a standard box that would open and then you have the product inside. Now coming to the pricing, these are priced, I would say, mid-range. They come for $8.99 a piece, and then they do have value sets and stuff. And I think when you buy the value sets, you also get like a pouch and the box free or something like that. You have to just go on to the website and check. Right now they also have a festive offer going on. I don't know if by the time this video is uploaded if it's still going to be there, but if it is, then go grab it if if that's something you are interested in. Now coming to the pricing, I felt it was sort of on the higher side, but having said that, her business is something that has just started out. It's not like one of those companies which mass produce like millions and millions of units, and as she mentioned in her launch video as well, they don't have a lot of investors, and it's a brand that she has financed all by herself. So yeah, I'm just looking at that point of things, you can understand that okay, the pricing is justified. But if I had to just generally look at it as a consumer, yeah, I would find it a little bit on the steeper side. Having said that, her formula is very unique. It's not something I have seen in the market. So I think $8.99 is justified. Also the kind of shades, the way it glides on, the longevity, I think to an extent the pricing is sort of justified. Also, I think if I'm not mistaken, her formula is not something that's made or in India. I think it's formulated abroad. So maybe taking all that into consideration, all the research, all the ideology and everything into consideration, you can say that her pricing to an extent is justified. Now coming to the formula, her formula, she describes these lipsticks as the butter to matte range. Now this butter to matte is basically, she as in her launch video said she wanted a mixture of various things that she would look out for in a lipstick. She wanted it to glide like a like a buttery kind of formula. something that's very easy to glide on. At the same time, it dries down to matte and it does not budge unless you obviously eat something greasy, something oily, and then it would kind of move around. And she also wanted something that would be able you would be able to take it off easily. So when I used this product, I felt that all these factors were very well justified in the formula. Now, coming to my experience of the product, now I'll just give you a little background about the kind of lips and the texture that I have on my lips. Now I have, I would say, semi dry lips. In the winter, it tends to get a little dry, as anyone's lips would. Now, the only concern I have with my lips is the lines on my lips, So when I apply a matte lipstick, if it's a very drying formula, it settles in the lines of my lips and it does not look the most flattering. Now, she also mentioned that when you start using the product, okay, the first few swipes, you should swipe it on your hand so that you remove those first few layers, and then you should start using it. Now, I bought two shades. One is 5 feet 3 inches and one is Monday. So this is the shade Monday. Okay, it's this nude as she described it. It's not a peachy nude, it's not like a pinky nude, it's not a brown nude, it's just a nude lipstick, which I absolutely agree with. This kind of shade is something that I've been on the lookout for such a long time. It's that very English tea rose kind of lipstick. It goes with my skin tone really well. Now, I'm an NC42. If you are a few shades darker, like if you're an NC45 and all, I feel it may wash you out. So just keep that in mind. I'm an NC42 and it's just right for me. So I feel that darker skin tones, this might to an extent wash you out. So if you still want to use this shade, I think it's better you line your lips and then you use this shade. I can just show you a quick hand swatch right now. So this is how the shade looks. It's called Monday. It's just this perfect nude. It's not necessarily leaning towards a particular undertone like a peachy or a rosy or a brownie undertone or a mauve undertone. So I think it's just such a beautiful shade. I will also at the end of the video show you lip swatches so you can have a look and see how it looks on my skin tone. Now, the next shade that I bought was this shade called 5 feet 3 inches. This is what I have worn on my lips, but I also want to show you a hand swatch. This shade, I would say, is something that's in my comfort zone, absolutely. It's like that mauve kind of, nude shade, and nudes are my absolute favorite. So that's why both the shades that I bought were nude shades. So yeah. So these are the two shades I bought for now. When it launched, I didn't want to be too ambitious and buy too many shades, and then if I didn't like the formula, I would regret, because it was $8.99 a lipstick, which is not very cheap and not too expensive also, but I just bought these for review purposes. I'm super happy with the lipstick. What I noticed is that so I had wanted to work, and so since I'm a teacher, I have to talk all day with my mask on. Now, what happened is that I noticed when I wear my mask and I'm talking, it does transfer to the mask, like, to the surface of the mask. But if I'm in an environment where I'm just wearing my mask and I'm not talking, like if I'm just going shopping or I'm just going out or whatever, then I've noticed that it doesn't transfer too much to the mask. Little bit here and there it does, because obviously the mask is constantly touching your lips. But if I am at work and I'm talking and my mask is on, it does transfer. Another thing is that, as I mentioned at the start of the video, I have the concern of lines in my lips. If you noticed in my previous video, even in my thumbnails, I noticed later that the lipstick after a point of time starts settling into my lines. Okay, and then the thing is that because this is like a butter to matte, which settle down completely matte, when I go to reapply it, it's not a very pleasant experience. If I have to reapply this, then I felt that it would be better for me to remove the lipstick completely and then reapply. So that's just, it was my experience. I don't know, because she mentioned in a video that you don't really need that many touch-ups, and once it sets, it doesn't budge. but in my experience, I felt like it settled into my lines, and then it did not become crusty or anything. It was looking still okay, but I could see that it's settling in my lines and it's sort of separating. So if I would want like a nice fresh application, if I wanted to look like that, then I feel it would be better. I would remove the entire lipstick and then apply it again. Then it would look much better, like it is looking right now. And this I've applied like just around, say, 20 minutes ago, and it's looking perfectly fine. But I feel like after a point of time, if I wear it the entire day, it is going to kind of settle in my lines. So yeah, and I'm not very sure if that's because I applied too many layers. Not that the color payoff is bad or anything. I applied around 2 to 3 layers, and that's what happened. Like, you know, it settled into my lines. So that was my experience with the lipsticks. Having said that, if you don't have the concern of lines in your lips, I think if you just have normal lips, or even if you have dry lips to an extent, you don't really need lip prep. This lipstick is really good. If you have lines on your lips, like if you feel lipstick settled into the lines of your lips, then maybe, yeah, you should prep your lips, and it would just give you a better experience of these lipsticks. They would maybe last longer, and they would look a little, better with regard to the finish. A few other details that I would like to mention about the formula is that they are toxin free, they are paraben, alcohol free, they are fortified with jojoba, vitamin E, and they have some wonderful ingredients basically in this lipstick. And another beautiful thing about their brand is that there are no minimums. So basically you don't need to have a minimum order in order to buy their lipstick. Even if you buy one lipstick, you still get shipping free. So I think that's such a great thing from Aanam's side to do for her, customers. They basically are not forcing you to buy a certain minimum order value, which is so great, because if you just want to buy one and you want to try the product and then maybe you want to buy more later, then that's something that's really possible. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much, Aanam, for that. Because not everyone would like to invest in too many lipsticks at one time and then regret later. So I think that detail is so beautiful, so well thought of, and quite considerate and very inclusive. So those were my thoughts on Wearified, and I hope you also will buy at least one shade from this particular brand. Of course, I'm not sponsored I'm not being paid, or I'm not sponsored. I'm just giving you my brutally honest review. And all the best to Aanam, and if you're watching this, you've done a fab job, and all the best to you for your future endeavors. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.